All right, here's my audience for my persuasive speech. Children receive about 18 vaccinations, including the booster vaccinations, by the age of 3. While this may seem like a lot, it is well worth it for their health and the health of the public. I will persuade the class about the importance of vaccination. From my audience analysis 2016, the vast majority of my classmates indicated that they are for vaccination. Many of them stated that the benefits of vaccination greatly outweigh the negatives, not only for personal health, but also for the health of others. I have always felt strongly that vaccination is much more beneficial than harmful, and decided to take a deeper look into the benefits of vaccinating. Vaccination has some cons, a lot of pros, and I will talk about why our children should be vaccinated. First, I will talk about some of the cons or side effects of vaccination. There is a possibility of side effects with being vaccinated, just like with any other medical treatment. According to Vaccine, an article found on Encyclopedia Britannica 2016, the most common reactions to vaccine include redness and swelling around the injection site. These are obviously very mild reactions when receiving a vaccine and don't usually last more than a few days. There are some possible reactions that are much more severe than redness and swelling. Some of these reactions include vomiting, high fever, seizures, and death. These types of reactions, however, are extremely rare, occurring in less than 1 in a million people, according to Vaccine and Encyclopedia Britannica. Now that we have discussed some of the negatives of vaccination, let's take a look at the positive sides. There are many pros to being vaccinated. According to Immunization, an article found on EBSCOhost, vaccines are the most effective protection against diseases caused by viruses, because antibiotics do not work on such infections. Vaccines mock real infections, which the body fights off, leaving the body prepared to fight off a real infection before it can take control. When a person is vaccinated, their immune system will stop an infection before it even starts, also meaning that it cannot be spread to others. Another benefit of vaccination, when most of the population is vaccinated, is herd immunity. As stated in Immunization, this means that the transmission of a disease will be stopped when an extremely low probability exists that an infected person will come into contact with an unprotected individual. About 90% of the population needs to be immunized in order for herd immunity to be possible. This is beneficial for people who are not able to be vaccinated due to certain contraindications, such as allergic reactions, immunosuppressed individuals, or individuals that are too young to receive a vaccine. After discussing some of the positive effects of vaccination, let's move on to why we should be vaccinated. There are several reasons to get vaccinated. One of the most convincing arguments I can make for getting children vaccinated is not only to protect these children, but to protect the population who may not be able to receive a vaccination for some reason. There are some vaccinations that cannot be given to children until a certain age. When this is the case, we rely on herd immunity to keep these children healthy until they are able to be vaccinated themselves. It is very important that the people around these children are protected from vaccine-preventable diseases. Herd immunity occurs when a sufficient number of individuals in a population are immune to a disease, as would occur if a large proportion of the community were vaccinated. Some individuals are not able to be vaccinated because of allergies or immunosuppressant illnesses, which is why it is so important for us to be vaccinated to achieve herd immunity, to protect these people and ourselves. Many vaccines contain egg products, so if a person has an allergy to an egg product, they can't receive these vaccines. People who are immunosuppressed, such as people undergoing chemotherapy, individuals with HIV, or people who have had transplants, are not supposed to receive live vaccines. Immunosuppressed individuals tend to have a higher risk of adverse reactions and could also be more likely to get a vaccine-preventable disease. Clearly, it is extremely important, not only for ourselves, but also for those who can't, to be vaccinated. Now that we have talked about why it is so important for people to be vaccinated, I hope you understand the benefits of this practice. In conclusion, imagine if you were unable to be vaccinated because of a pre-existing condition. You would probably prefer to be around those who had been vaccinated. Now imagine that just one person who wasn't vaccinated came around you and brought a disease. It's not your fault that you weren't able to be vaccinated, but you probably would rather have people around you vaccinated so that you weren't sick. This is just one of the many reasons why I believe that everyone who is able should be vaccinated. It is not only for your own health, but for the health of others around you that may not be able to. While there may be some cons, most of which are extremely rare, the benefits of vaccination far outweigh the side effects. I hope this speech has helped you all to understand the importance of vaccination and has convinced you that you and your loved ones should be vaccinated. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay.
Desiree, 37.
Garen, 18.
Mark, 18.
Gavin, 18.
David, old enough.
Tamara, 35.
Julie, over 18.
Casey, 38.